LWA families, welcome back to the main post. Here where we have news and updates from our little cubs to our mighty lions. It is 2026, guys.
Woo. It is. We made it.
We made it.
It's a new year.
We made it, and it's been such a strong start to our 2026 with our students and here family life, but also student life. So glad to see that. We had our Christmas presentation at the tail end of 2025. Feedback. Tell me, how was that for you guys?
It was adorable. It was so cute. I mean, the kids did amazing. I mean, they did a great job with their dancing and singing. And
they were adorable. I do want to say, like, the theme was joy, and their performance literally exhibit that joy and even peace. I was mentioning earlier, just everything was so smooth, and I think that's what made it enjoyable. But it was an amazing time.
Well, I got to see it online because unfortunately I had the type A flu, but even seeing it online, and I'm sure some of our extended family members and grandparents were also watching it alongside of me. It was beautiful to see the variety, the diversity in talents, and the way that our teachers even prepared our students from the drum roll to the step dance. My God, the human video.
Rapping, human video.
The rapping part. And it was their own. That was amazing.
We need to make sure that everybody knows that performance, the rap, first of all, from a female artist. She composed it. She wrote it. That was all hers. And so we're so proud of Kalina for doing that.
That's amazing.
A lot of bravery. So 2026, things are shifting a little bit because we have decided to do enrollment a little bit earlier. That is something that we heard feedback from you guys, the parents. So this is a result of that. We're looking forward to getting that enrollment period rolling. So Chisa, tell us, what does that mean for our renewal parents?
So for our renewal parents, we did send out a flyer. We're hoping you guys should have already had it. So what that means is you guys get to take advantage of our discounted price, and not just a discounted price. If you've known us at LWA, you know our culture, you know our life, you know all about us. We're excited to welcome you guys back. You get to reserve your spot first before we even open it up to anybody else.
And that's very important. Tell us why it's important to take advantage of this window, because not only is the discount obviously favorable for families, especially if you have more than two, but why is this window so important for our renewal
So for
families?
our renewal families, it's important for you because what's going to happen is the new parents, we're going to open up registration for them, and then it's going to end up putting you guys into a waiting list, and the enrollment period's going to close. You won't have access to go in and do the enrollment. And I mean, you mentioned the price. That's a big deal. So if you have more than one child, any little bit you can save makes a difference.
And to be honest, like, I've seen scenarios where parents maybe leave it to, a later date. And then they are on the wait list and they have to share that information to the kids. That breaks the little kids' hearts.
They're excited to come back with their friends. They love their teachers. They're excited to have the next teacher. So
for sure. So I just want to urge the parents, please register now for the sake of reserving those spots, securing that they're going to continue their journey with us. So I love that. And I know for new parents, that process looks a little bit different. So if we have any new families that are watching this, or I myself have a couple of friends that I want to share, what should they expect? How do they know more?
So you could do two things. So if you're interested in bringing your child to Living Word Academy, we're excited to have them. Two ways you can go ahead and get some information as a new parent. You can give us a call and we'll grab your information, or you can go to our website, which is lwaorlando.com. You could click on the inquiry form, and there you can go ahead and put your child's information, your information, and we'll be calling you back to schedule those tours so that way you can come in.
Yeah, and those tours are so nice because they get to see the student life. They get to see our campus. And so please, if you are interested, go online, right? And enrollment, right? Because we're talking about here a process, but dates. Because these dates are very important. I know for new families is around February, is that right?
So in the flyer we sent home, registration and re-enrollment, or re-enrollment and registration, is going to be January 19th through February 7th. And that's just for the in-house family. So that's you guys right now.
Yeah. And I know that Step Up also put their dates a little bit sooner in the calendar year. So for families that do have those scholarships, because I know most of our families do, what is that date for them to renew their Step Up?
You should have already received in an email, but for renewal families, Step Up for Student and the email account, you're going to log into there, and it opens up on February 1st.
You know what I found very interesting, because I'm a parent and I had to do that process last school year, how quickly they answered compared to prior years. I was like, whoa, what system change or anything happened here, where now the turnaround time is not that 3 to 4 months, which is so beautiful for us.
As a parent, I'm excited to hear that they're going to go ahead and move the process along faster, but just some points so that way you guys remember as well. Make sure to have any financial information that they're going to request. As a renewal parent, you know they're always going to ask you either for pay stubs or driver's license, so just make sure all of that's ready, because that's going to help you move that process along a little quicker so they can respond back to you faster.
Yeah, so everything is moving along, so let's take advantage of this time frame. And so speaking of time, February around the corner, and February is an eventful month. February 19th being our Fine Art Show. Tell us a little bit about what this means for our families and for our students who are preparing.
Yeah, so I know it's not officially on the calendar and we're just announcing it now, but February 19th is going to be Fine Arts, and this event is just based on how to showcase the entries that are going to LCS in-house, kind of giving them that step of preparation to be in front of people, us being able to support them in this, kind of encouraging them for that. But yeah, it's going to be a fun time with our families and students and stuff, but the official promotion will be out soon for that for sure.
So please stay tuned, because that afternoon where we're going to do Fine Art Show is a school spirit event, and Scholastic also is gonna
all of it. All of it in that week.
All into one specific day of really just showcasing talent, reading, academics. So they've been working really hard. So
100%.
So speaking of events that are coming up, I know that we have a couple fundraisers and things that we would love to invite our families to be part of. So what are those events?
Yeah, so we definitely have Chuck E. Cheese coming again. I heard you guys had a blast last time.
I did. You know what I did that this didn't exist when I was a little girl, but that ticket blaster.
Will you go in?
Yeah, they actually allowed the principals and admin to go inside, and they
grab all this.
Oh my God, you don't understand. Because when we went in, I already went with the strategy. Like I have a competitive spirit, so
she's like all the way in the corner.
But the beautiful thing is that they allow us to take those tickets and redeem it for prices to include in our Lions store.
Oh, that's awesome!
So I have inventory for our Lions store our reward system for our elementary students. So that was really, really cute.
That's amazing.
So we do have that coming up.
Yeah, and that is February 6th. So please keep a lookout for that.
Yeah. We also have a basketball game. The Orlando Magic. We're teaming up with them to go ahead and support not just them, but we get to have our school go out and represent.
Yeah, so I think when we look at it, because last time we promoted the Chuck E. Cheese, the high schoolers were like, yeah, absolutely not. And we had one high school student, you know who you are.
Shout out to them
for coming out. But let's see. Okay, if January 30th is the Magic game, middle school and high school, get your friends together.
Show up and support.
Yeah, let's go out.
This one's more for you guys.
And then Chuck E. Cheese, obviously, is going to be for the
elementary
for the elementary age. So, and we just mentioned Scholastic, but can you tell us what that week looks like?
Yeah, so Scholastic is, like I said, also in the week of Fine Arts, and that's from February 17th through the 20th.
Yeah.
We're going to have it all week. Bring our money. Please do e-wallet, guys. Please.
Makes it easier.
Helps. It makes it easier, but we don't want your child losing money that you giving them and
that
stuff.
is so true.
They're like, where's my quarter at?
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, Susan.
I had to watch video footage trying to find somebody's $5.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
But if you ever need help, even with that, you can reach out to me and stuff. And like I said, it just makes it easier. But we'll have that week. We'll have Spirit Week that week as well, and Fine Arts. So like you said, it's an eventful week. It's a very eventful week.
And, we're not going to March, but I know in February we will have some opportunities to engage parents. So if they want to volunteer, can they do so? And when, how do they do that?
Yeah, so there's actually 2 opportunities.
Okay.
One is actually during Scholastic Week that you guys can come help and just help supervise on how to do the cash register, help students pick books out and stuff. And then our second event is in March that parents can help for volunteer, and it will be March 12th, and that will be for Field Day.
Yes, which is a memory-making day because we have so much fun.
So much fun. All
right, so we're going to close out here, but as we close out, I would love to hear from you guys. What's something that you guys are excited as you think about the next school year? What's something that you guys are looking forward to?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. As a parent myself, I enjoy having my kids here, but I think the part that really impacts me and impacts them is their spiritual walk. It's a beautiful thing to know that even if my kid's having a rough day, they could take time to pray, or even if it's just like seeing them in chapel. I really feel that that is a foundation on top of their educational needs and their emotional needs. It's such a great thing to know that I'm bringing them into a place where they could worship the Lord, hear a word that's tailored to them. I'm just excited for that. I'm excited to see what chapel looks like, all that stuff.
I have to say,
the worship.
Like, you're saying that, and I'm thinking, seeing one of your kids, I'm not going to mention which one, but like him taking initiative and saying, hey, I want to do a Bible club, and student-led Bible club every week, and seeing them engage and going deep. That's beautiful. You don't get that.
It's because of here. Yeah, it's because of here. Because he got the foundation here. It inspired him, and it gave him that room to grow and then build himself up from there.
For sure.
And just piggybacking off of you on more of the practical side, instilling more fine arts program within all departments, elementary, middle school, and high school, but also leadership program. Yeah. That I know we were talking about, it just builds character. It does. Bleeds into all this in Bible study in all aspects. But
Amen.
That I think it's worth investing. Yeah. I'm not a parent, but I would invest in that.
For sure. And sometimes we go through that process of character development now, and we get to see the fruit later. Yeah, and so for us to be part of that journey, what a privilege and honor that is just God-given. So thank you for just trusting LWA to be part of your family, and just looking forward to what God has for us in this upcoming school year. And we hope that you are too. So God bless you guys.
God bless
See you soon.
See you.
Bye.